Diesel power! Oh, that is so much better. So much better. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm inside yet another GWM Tank 300. But not any Tank 300, because this is the diesel version. For me, my pick of the entire bunch, this is what I would take. They listened to us, they brought a diesel, so stick around, check out this video because we're gonna see what it's all about. So the great thing about the introduction of a diesel tank derivative is the fact that it's now also brought the entry or the price point into the tank range down. So you can now get into a tank, which would be the entry level Tank 300 diesel, for 699,000 Rand. That's around a 30,000 Rand price difference before you got into the standard turbo petrol version, which is great because now not only is it more affordable, but it's now the tank that you've probably always wanted and have been waiting for. And under the hood here, you're going to find a 2.4 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine putting out 135 kilowatts and 480 newton meters of torque, which is some decent power. Now this is going to be the same engine that's going to be in the GWM range, but here I feel like it's the perfect match. Like, this is what that diesel engine was made for. Feels good, it drives nicely, and the way that that power is sent through the 9-speed automatic transmission is also really good. Excuse the indicator that you're going to always hear. But there's a few instances where going over a speed hump or at a slow speed and then needing to go forward. There, when you're slowing down or going over a speed hump, whether you need to be in first or second, that's where I feel like the biggest delay is. It's still not the end of the world, but if I have to kind of point something out, that's what I would point out, is that slight little bit of delay there. But other than that, the car is definitely improved, and I'm really enjoying how it drives. That 2.4 engine with this 9-speed automatic transmission, they work really well together. The car drives impeccably. The power that you require is here. I don't feel like it needs a lot more power, so when you put your foot down, it goes, and it pulls really nicely. But let's not get too excited because the tank is not perfect, in my opinion. Now, there's two small things that for me don't make it perfect, and that's going to be number one, the fact that this indicator makes the most annoying sound in the world, and that's one of the weird things that it's most famous for. And I haven't found a way to change it. I can't find a way to turn the volume down. I can't find a way to turn it off. So this is what you're always just going to hear. The second thing for me is going to be the stop it. The second thing is going to be the cruise control stalk, because you cannot see it while you're driving. It's completely blocked by the centerpiece of the steering wheel. Yes, you might, when you own this car, you'll know where things are and what it's supposed to do, but maybe someone won't, and you always need to refer back to it and say, okay, it's going to tell me to cancel, I need to pull it forward or backwards, but you can't see that while you're driving. It's completely blocked here, which is very annoying. So I very seldom use the cruise control when I'm in this car, because I battle to figure it out while I'm driving because I simply just cannot see it. If they could change that, it will make the car even better, and if they can change the indicator sound, it would make the car perfect. Diesel power! Oh, that is so much better. So much better. And then other reasons why people want a diesel is for better fuel consumption. Now, GWM hasn't been renowned to have good fuel consumption across their range. So that's why they were kind of going on around the whole hybrid and let's do some hybrid engines and that sort of thing. It wasn't really solving the problem because people were still getting around 10 to 12 liters per 100 for those cars. Now we've got a diesel, they're claiming 7.7, so let's see what I'm able to get during the course of me driving this on test. I will put the best fuel consumption figure on the screen where you'll be able to see what I was able to achieve, and then we'll see, was it good or bad? But you head down to the comments and let me know if you were impressed with what I was able to get and if that 7.7 is actually achievable. Now, it goes without saying that our South African audience is going to love this car because we love our bakkies and our SUVs to be diesel powered, and now it is. And the fact that you can now go 4x4ing and off-roading in this just like it was designed to, as a diesel is just a big tick for the audience here in South Africa. Now the tank still comes fully equipped with everything that you need. Now yes, it does come in that entry level version, which is that 699,000 Rand price point, but it doesn't mean that they've pulled away all of the essentials that make the tank what it is. So you can still do all the 4x4ing that you wanted to in the past, because it still comes standard with a rear locking differential. But if you do step up into one kind of level above into the top spec diesel version, you then get a front and rear locking diff. But I still think from an entry point of view that you get a rear locking diff, that's also a big plus. You are also able to go into 2 high, 4 low, and you've got even a fully built 4x4 menu here where you can also build your specific driving program. How do you want the car to respond? How do you want the steering? You can set that all up completely here, which is really fun, and it shows that this car's DNA is to be off-roading, and they've showed you that by giving you that full off-road menu and still allowing you to do everything that you need to in terms of going off-road. And you've also got different terrain selects that you can have and you can choose from, but unfortunately they've pulled that away entirely from the diesel range now in terms of drive mode. So eco, sport, and all of those that you had before in the tank from the petrol and hybrid versions, that's no longer available here anymore, which for me, I don't care. I don't need to have them. As long as I've got a driving mode like this over here, I can do everything I need to in terms of going off-road and going low range and all that. That's perfect in my eyes. It's less complicated, and you're now buying a car for what it is and not really all of those gimmicks and things that you might have been looking at before. And when I said they haven't taken away a lot of the essentials of what make the tank really nice, they haven't, because you've still got some nice safety tech inside the car here. So you've got your forward collision warning, you've got a full 360 camera system to see around the car in that high definition display. The cameras are crisp, it's really, really nice. So forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, you've still got your lane keep assist. So there's a lot of nice things that the car has still got you to keep it a safe car from a daily point of view. Now, I did say before that I have also reviewed 2 other tanks and done a tank launch and everything. So there's a lot of tank content on my page. You go and check that out to see a full review of the inside and what it has to offer. But to just take a quick little glance at it, it's a really nice interior. I love the tank. It's very premium, it's well laid out, it's not complicated. You've got a nice display for the driver, you've got a very big infotainment in the center, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you can adjust your ambient lighting. Another difference that I also picked up from an interior point of view is that these very comfortable seats and the leather interior and all of that, the only difference here is that these seats here aren't heated or cooled like any of those fancy functions. You don't have them, but it does still have electronically adjustable settings here, so you don't have to manually adjust anything, which is good, but you can't save any of your settings, unfortunately. But it's still a very cool car to drive. It's very comfortable. The quality and the materials that they've used in here is also good. It feels premium. I mean, you are still spending 700,000 Rand on a car, so you'd expect it to have and feel like that sort of money. You've got a nice sunroof here, which a lot of SUVs today don't have, like the MUX and the Fortuner. So GWM again is thinking of their audience, adjusting and applying to make people happy. You've also got USBs, USB Type-C, wireless phone charging, your cool little tank gear selector down here in the bottom, all the buttons we spoke about for going off-road, from selecting your 2 high, 4 high, your terrain select over here, your locking differentials, as well as tank turn, which is very cool. So it locks the 2 inside wheels, it locks the wheels on the inside when turning to give you a very sharp kind of turning circle when off-road. So that's very nice and works nicely on soft and sand surfaces. But yeah guys, very nice interior, lots of space in the back here. The boot is also well equipped with a lot of space. It could be a bit bigger, but I think for the size of the car and the boxiness of it, I think that boot space is actually okay. But again, like I've said, if you want to know more about this interior and all of those features, then go check out all of my other reviews that I have got on it, because this is more about the tank and how this is different to the rest of them in terms of the diesel one. And then onto the verdict in the form of the GDR test. Should you get it, drive it, or remove it from the list of cars that you're looking at? Well, for me, this is an easy go and get it. Go and get this diesel tank, enjoy the diesel power, enjoy that much more affordable price points into the tank range. I think that that's really good and a massive selling point for it, as well as the really good warranty that GWM is offering on their vehicles now. It's really hard to ignore. Now, if you're interested in getting yourself a Tank 300 in a diesel, petrol, hybrid, or whatever, then go check one out on changecars.co.za. They're a website that sells new and used cars, but the best thing about them is that they vet and check every single dealership that sells cars on their website, essentially making them the safest online platform to buy and sell cars in South Africa. Now, Change Cars has a great feature called Beat My Quote. So if you find a quote from any other dealership that's not on Change Cars, you can bring it to them, and not only will they match the quote, but they'll beat it too. Their website also has some cool features like being able to watch car reviews, read articles, do financial things, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So go check them out and see what they're all about. They're also a proud partner of Greg Dennis Reviews. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned a whole bunch more about this new diesel tank. And if you did enjoy it, please drop a like below. And if you want to see more videos like this and other car reviews and other car related content, then please subscribe. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.